Whoa, what's up folks? Welcome to the 8th episode of Tales from the Archive on Handelabra Games. My name is Zach from Another Letdown Media and the Adjacent Hex podcast. I will be your host this evening. Tales from the Archive is the show where we use the medium of Sentinels of the Multiverse, the digital game, to tell a story of some kind. Some will be tales from the actual Sentinel storylines, and others will be totally original or based on previous work. For consistency's sake, I do try to match each story up with an existing Sentinel Comics book title that has been mentioned previously by either Christopher or Adam or both, but by no means does that make them, like, official, from the box Sentinels of the Multiverse canon. You can almost think of this show as the Earth 603 Sentinels of the Multiverse. There will often be times where we deliberately make a play that might not make a whole lot of sense strategically, but does contribute to the narrative that we've created in some way. We will do our best to win games, but even heroes fall sometimes, and that just makes for great stories. As with all the shows on the Handelabra Games channel, we believe in civil rights for absolutely everyone, and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So, without any more delay, let's open ye olde book of the multiverse and get this party started. Today's story is called Infinitely Improbable Oops, so I imagine you can probably guess who the star of this show is. Comic book writers are busy people just like the rest of us. Sometimes demanding schedules force writers to take a unexpected hiatus or break in order to perfect an ongoing story, and a smaller mini-series takes the place of a major story to fill in the gap. Such was the case in an early 2000s run of mystery comics where the Wraith was working on a mission in Midtown Megalopolis. She was accompanied by the newly discovered Pete Risk, aka Setback. In the ongoing attempts to discover the root and nature of the new hero's power, the Hero Legacy had ordered him to do some investigation work, and their current mission had, irritatingly, led them to a part of Megalopolis that housed all manner of discarded furniture, derelict vehicles, and abandoned technology. The city landfill. As depressing as these monuments to detritus were during the day, they were downright criminal at night. All manner of nasty people and nasty beings and rats and things crawling all over the place. Really just an uninhabitable environment. Since the Wraith insists that she is better able to investigate at night, Setback arrives blinking and rubbing his eyes. He stumbles forward to a concrete divider where he sees the glowing red of the Wraith's infrared eyepiece. As he does so, he trips over his own feet and falls face first into a pile of rubbish. The Wraith rolls her eyes and uses a grappling hook to hoist her partner back to his feet. Thanks. Now, what did you say we were looking for again? The Wraith speaks quietly, not used to having extra people around while she's doing sleuthing work. Anything that looks out of place or tampered with. The tower got an anonymous tip that someone placed a suspicious-looking metal device here within the last 24 hours. Setback sits up and scratches his head. Why wouldn't we just let the police handle it? Wraith turns over a large slab of compressed garbage. Anyone who would go to the trouble to call the Freedom Five directly instead of informing the police with a seemingly routine problem clearly has something bigger going on. Obviously, we informed the cops, but Legacy asked them to let us handle it to see how you operate. Setback rolls his eyes and goes back to work sifting through the pile of garbage. Suddenly, he finds that his leg is caught in a strange bear trap-looking device labeled Heart of Gold. He shouts with pain, and the Wraith instinctively turns quickly with a razor shuriken armed. As Setback struggles to remove the bear trap, he notices that the pain seems to dissipate some, and begins to feel more like a pulling sensation than a crushing. As he looks down, he notices his leg is glowing and beginning to slide deeper into the garbage. With a violent jerk, his free leg suddenly snaps into place next to the trapped one, and he slides into the garbage up to his waist. Oops, could use some help here, he tries to say to the Wraith as he slips in up to his neck. She dives over his head and seizes him by the hair, as suddenly they are both absorbed violently by the bear trap. As quickly as it started, they find themselves standing in an impossibly strange area, surrounded by what appears to be eyeballs? Setback blinks, and they appear to blink with him. Are we in hell? Wraith curses under her breath. No, we're not. This is far worse. Setback scratches his head skeptically. What could possibly be worse than hell? A voice calls to them from over the nearest floating stairs. War, for one. Setback looks around and sees Skyscraper and the Naturalist, assuming battle positions, and stubs his toe on the first stair as he and the Wraith rush to join them. So this story was largely inspired by a binge watch of the TV show MASH, a rereading of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and just a random roll of the die. So here we are. Tonight's story, Infinitely Improbable Oops. First battle at the Realm of Discord, featuring Wraith, Skyscraper, the Naturalist, Setback against Grand Warlord Voss. So all of the missions that we're going to play tonight were actually determined, as suggested by some of my students, by a random roll of the dice. It was a very, very busy week for me this week, and I actually didn't get to writing this until yesterday. Normally I have these written by Wednesday, so I have time for editing, but that'll just show you how busy I was this week. So here we go. Let's see what we can do. Price of Freedom Wraith, starting out with a brace of combat stances, a grappling hook, fitting because she just used it, and micro-targeting computer. Skyscraper starting out with aggression modulator, catch a ride, and a brace of micro-assemblers. The Naturalist is starting out with crafty assault, environmental allies, feral fury, and shifter's strength. And Setback, good old Setback, is starting out with a brace of cash out, karmic retribution, and reckless rush. Now, of course, Grand Warlord Voss, as per usual, looking for a bunch of minions in play. He'll flip over if there's none. We lose if there's 10 in play. Let's get this party started. Genebound Shock Infantry. Shocking. Genebound Bionaut. Gross. Genebound Psyweaver. Worms. And another Shock Infantry. What else you got for us today, buddy? And a soldier. Of course there's soldiers. There's always soldiers. Sorry, I am fighting off a little bit of a cold that started at the end of last week's stream. I'm feeling better, but if I sniffle or cough, I apologize in advance. Alright, so Price of Freedom Wraith, this variant deals 2 targets, 1 melee damage. So that's not the worst, but I feel like getting combat stance ready to go is probably just a good place to start, because we're going to be taking a bunch of damage from the minions. And it also makes sense considering that they're running up the stairs and taking positions to take on the villain here. Seeing the Shock Infantry as a threat, Wraith levels her power against them. I am going to try and do a little bit of flavor speak here. I got some feedback over the week that we're not telling enough of a story, but I find that involving the chat is a little bit more fun, both for me and for you guys, I would imagine. So if you have a bit of dialogue, feel free to pipe it in, and I will try and get it involved in some way. Knowing that her ally, the Wraith, functioned largely on equipment, Skyscraper brings out a micro-assembler, enabling Wraith to better her powers. Tectonic Chokeslam, I like that. Anything that can make Skyscraper big is something I like. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, yes. Adopting the form of a gazelle, the Naturalist sneaks around the enemies and slams into them. What else we gotta get rid of? That's not fun. That's also not fun. None of these are any fun. They're all jerks. To be fair, most of my dialogue that's going to come from me is going to be Setback's voice, because, let's face it, I am Setback. We'll go ahead and do this. Quite like the form of the crocodile here. The ability to bite things seems great. I almost won if I hadn't, and I may have managed it if I didn't decide to play straight-laced and let Unforgiving Wasteland take... Yeah, that can happen, Darren. Sorry about that, buddy. Setback recklessly rushes into the... no, another letdown, Darren, comes from... it's my media company. We started out doing sketch comedy, just around the YouTubes, and then we branched out into podcasting and live streaming, mostly just for funsies. But it was like I took a lot of film credits when I was in college, and that's kind of why I pride myself on like things looking neat and looking polished, and that's why I get really crabby and butthurt when my camera inevitably decides not to cooperate. But another letdown is actually the name of a song. It's the song that plays at the very beginning of all of our sketches. It's written by some friends of mine. They're a band called When Heroes Die from Vermont, and they let me use their song, so I named our company after them. I don't know. That's just annoying. I will happily redirect that damage. Make them attack each other. That seems like something Setback would do. Wraith's going to use the grappling hook to grapple down imbued frailty. Yes, please do, Darren. Always. And we will go get... Oh yeah. We're going to discard one of the targeting computers because we don't need it, and we will grab something sharp. Wraith turns on the microassembler and uses it to fabricate some razor blades that she can throw at enemies. Skyscraper seizes the opportunity and smashes into the nearest enemy. Oh, right. Well. Setback gets in her way, and she accidentally deals damage to everybody instead of just her intended target. Way to go, Naturalist. Going ham. Loving that crocodile form. And yes, the Wraith. Yes, the Wraith readied herself to deal with the head of the beast, letting the others handle the pawns. Setback, noticing the feral fury with which the Naturalist attacked, applauded and inadvertently tripped over his own feet. I won't use that yet. How many are in the pool? Don't think any. Yeah, there are none. So that's not strong. Yeah. Gotta get rid of a card. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Double drawing seems better there. from up the stairs where stuff eventually goes okay part. Yeah, I will give you that, JZC. Except, I mean, occasionally things go well, but then they immediately turn around and get ugly again. JZ, just for the record, I did see your post on the GTG forums the other day. I am trying to integrate back in some of that storytelling, but I'm also sourcing that a little bit to the chat. So if you guys have, just once again, if you guys have any cool quips or quotes or words to put in people's mouths, feel free, and I will try and work them in. The Wraith reaches once again out. The Wraith reaches once again into her micro assembler and pulls out the utility belt. She takes aim with the Razor Shurikens. And levels them directly at Grand Warlord Voss's eyes. More damage seems really good. What is... Thoranians and minions by 1. Okay. So we'll go ahead. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. We'll do that, and it's not going to do anything, but... Actually... Ah, shoot. I am foolish. Sorry. One of those days, man. Yes, she went to Voss. There we go. Alright, and then use the correct power here. We will discard combat stance and go get something that can hit multiple targets, because that might become useful. Well, she's already got that, though. Did you think my pawns were the only danger here? Wraith scoffs and fabricates a micro-targeting computer. Ooh, throat jab. Good pull. Good pull, good pull. Alright, what do we got here? Skyscraper attaches an aggression modulator to the portal fiend she notices coming down the stairs. Then she turns her attention to Field Lieutenant Tamar and Grand Warlord Voss. Oh yeah. The Naturalist's eyes begin to glow, and he locks them onto Grand Warlord Voss. The glare is too much for the Warlord. And the Naturalist is able to punch through for a fair amount of damage. Setback, impressed with the Naturalist's success, but still tripping over his own feet. Apologizes profusely as he trips over some of the cables to the microassembler. But in the process, destroys the aggression modulator. Or, sorry, destroys the portal fiend. Yes, the Naturalist singles out Voss, striking him in an attempt to separate him from his field lieutenant. Oh, negative energy field. Lovely. Just what we needed. Just read the specific text on this card here real quick. When this card enters play, destroy all other distortions. Whenever a card is played, deal the 4 targets with the... Oh yeah, the mega computer's in play. Derp! No. Oh, Setback's feeling it. Yeah. We know. Alright. We'll go ahead and do this. Actually, can I punch through? Yeah, I can punch through. Just crush that. Remember, hero target deals non-hero target damage. No. Hooray for cards played off the top of the deck that are largely irritating and irrelevant. You're suffering. Why do you even have that? Environment target. Sorry, Mojo Gamer. Oh, appreciate it, Darren. Yeah, that's not a bad policy, Darren. I mean, obviously, I can't make everything canon or, you know, story, but I will do as much as I can. Rolling her eyes, Skyscraper finds yet another way to put a microassembler, to attach a microassembler to the Wraith. Gosh, we really need another distortion. This one's really irritating. Alright, let's crush that. No. No. Noticing that they're wearing Grand Warlord Voss down, the Naturalist decides, or opts not to switch to either his gazelle or rhinoceros forms. He continues pounding with feral fury. Oh yeah, right. Negative energy field. Jerk card! There we go. No. Yes. No. All right. Do I have... I do have something. Okay. Setback climbs up on a staircase. Hey, what's this thing? In a strange twist of good fortune, he starts to feel a little bit better. And actually, he's going to draw himself some cards. Plucky Break, excellent. Ah, Silver Lining, very good. We might need that. Come on, new distortion. Dang it. Is the hero target with the... Thank goodness for that mega computer. Yep. Yeah, it's fine. Ouch. I was feeling better for a moment, says Setback to himself. Wraith rolls her eyes and says, "Do you ever stop talking?" Infrared eyepiece seems very, very strong here, considering that Who's It What There could come out at any time, and that could be a huge problem. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and infrared eyepiece to start. Put on top. This one will be on top. Inventory barrage. And she will take aim. And plinkety plink plink plink. No, stop trying to deal setback damage. How much damage is this dealing? 3 bonds the Naturalist can... Oh. Alright, so... Reduce damage. Dealt to that. Dealt by that. Yes. We're going to go ahead and do this. Get that bonds out of here. So that hopefully the Naturalist can start dealing damage again. That would be nice. And she will go ahead and swing for the fences. Alright, let's see if the Naturalist can do something a little different here. Can't do that. Actually, that's not the worst option. That's really nice. The connection to the megacomputer, while difficult to maintain in this realm of chaos and entropy, was feeding the team enough information to avoid the negative effects of the region they found themselves in. However, this also tipped off Voss's minions to follow in pursuit. I like that, Darren. Nice job. Oh, boy. Alright, I think we're going to do blend into the pack here. And yes, I know we take no damage because mega computer. And that I'm just going to skip that altogether because he can't deal damage. So that's, you know, unpleasant. Lucky Break. Remove 2 tokens from the unlucky pool. I can do that. Draw 1 card and deal 1 target 2 melee damage. If there are 0 tokens. Yes! Plucky Break seems very strong. Setback bends over and notices something lying on the ground. It's shiny. Doesn't look like any coin he's ever seen before, but maybe he can sell it back on Earth for some sort of profit. And we will go ahead and swing at the Firesworn. No. And we'll go ahead and... we can't do that, so we will go ahead and do this. Yeah. Only have 1. Yeah, we'll go ahead and discard. 3 cards are discarded that way. Alright, Skyscraper's got a bunch. So we'll do 1. 2. And 3. Everybody gain some health. How are you so lucky? Says Skyscraper and the Wraith at the same time. Setback looks up and says, "Don't worry about it." Oh, okay, alright. Gets rid of the negative energy field at least. So we have to skip 1 phase in every turn. Okay, that's frustrating, but not the worst. And this is, everything takes 2, well, it takes 1. Alright, so she's going to skip the play phase because I really like the idea of taking a look at the top of the deck, making sure there's not, so we'll put that back on top. Wraith's infrared eyepiece seems to be working reasonably well. She takes aim and launches another ordnance attack at Grand Warlord Voss. Aha, impromptu invention. Very good. Very good pickup. Alright, so she's still huge, so that's good. What do we got for what's proportionist? Increased damage, sonic damage dealt by Skyscraper by 1. That's not the best. She just needs to draw some cards, but I still like dealing damage, so we're just not going to play a card this turn. Frosthound. Skyscraper's doing a fantastic job mitigating the minions that he's putting in play. Alright. Naturalist, what do you got for it? Ooh, Tectonic Chokeslam. Love it. It's a good draw. Alright. Nope, that's not the one I was looking at. That's the one I was looking at. But am I, though? I guess I can. Oh, wait, yes. No, this is good. Because I can mitigate time crawls by bestial shifting. Because normally I wouldn't be allowed to do this, but I am. Taking advantage of the cunning of the crocodile, the naturalist manages to mitigate everything slowing down around him. I don't really care much for that. Not the worst. And what is this, remove tokens? Yes. So, looking up actually combos really well with Surprising Fortitude. So we'll just put that into play and get ready. Alright, any number of their ongoing and or equipment cards then deal any hero. It's just 3 hard stop. It's just 3 damage. And it's going to be decreased by the... No. I'm just not going to do that. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry. Nobody took the time to notice, what was it, the spinning vortex that opened at their feet. Setback tripped over it slightly and hurt himself, but other than that... Alright, once again, not going to play a card from Wraith because time is still crawling. We will use Infrared Eyepiece to put one on top, the other on the bottom. So this one will go on the top and get rid of stupid card that would probably screw us over. Watch out! He's about to force everybody to deploy. Don't worry, I got this. Empowered by the Wraith's claim to have the situation under control, Skyscraper rears back with a tectonic chokeslam and slams her fist into the gene-bound Fireswarm. Firestorm? Fireswarm. Fireswarm. Marvel, as I am not able to speak today. Stop hitting me! Oh gosh, another colossal left hook. That seems fantastic. He's not able to overcome it this time, so we're just gonna go ahead and attack. Okay, could use a little help here. Unless there's something that gains him more health. Silver lining. That's not ideal. It's not quite as good as the one in Fanatic's deck. We're gonna go ahead and skip. And hope he survives. No, I don't want to deal him any damage. Thank you. Oh, whoops, sorry, is back. Oh, that's actually really good. Portal Fiend is back. Lovely. Okay, yep, just as predicted. Ion Lancer comes out. Ow, ow, ow. Stop hitting me. Setback says as he dances around the gene-bound Ion Lancer that appeared next to him. Where did you even come from? There's nothing to... I mean, there's a lot of equipment in play right now. Which is 5, so 10. Okay, so we're almost to inventory barrage mode here. So we're gonna keep aggroing. What do we got? Frosthound is fine. And then we will go ahead and swing. Bada bada. Setback has been singled out as a strategic ploy to break morale. Wraith realized that Setback had been singled out as a strategic ploy to break morale. Good thing we don't really care about him, she thought to herself. As Setback felt a cold chill run down his spine. Alright, Colossal Left Hook seems strong. Once again, Skyscraper levels her attack at the guards protecting... Whoops. Protecting Grand Warlord Voss. Yep. Seems about right. Alright, did he draw anything that will help at this moment? Not so much. Deadly Crocodile it is. Alright. Should we get Reckless here? Probably not. What do I have? Yep, I got 2, so... he's not going to gain health off of it, unfortunately. Go ahead and do that. Get some health back. Alright, what else we got? What else you got for me? Realm of Discord. Yeah, 1 damage, we'll take it. It's fine. Alright, what is Claustrophobic Delusion again? Oh, shush. Alright, gotta read some cards. Yep, we know the Frosthound is coming. Would you stop for 1 second? Thank you. Destroy all other distortions. All non-hero targets other than the non-hero target with the lowest HP are immune to damage. Well, that's fine. We'll just 86 the Frosthound. Wraith thinks to herself, that's fine. I'll just 86 the Frosthound and then we'll be all set. Alright, does she have something that can do, like, 1 damage? Yeah, we do. Throat Jab can handle it. Unfortunately, I'd rather use that on Voss, though. Like, I don't know. Does this? Yeah, see, I don't know. I mean, well, actually, extra equipment seems really good with the inventory barrage, so let's go ahead and do that. Impromptu Invention to get... what else what do I need? Smoke Bombs, that'll do it. Smoke Bombs in play. And then we'll go ahead and Throat Jab the Frosthound just to get rid of it. Just so we can start to power up that inventory barrage. Oh. Oh, right! I got rid of it, of course. Haha. Whoops. I would rather have that. Yeah, definitely. go ahead and... Whoa. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, that's more annoying than I thought. But we'll be fine. Let's see, that would have been a nice draw. Alright, let's see if we can't... Yeah, see, that's really not ideal. Yeah, we're just going to double draw here. We're not in the most... Well, I mean, things are not looking up right now. So we're going to do 22 damage and... Alright, what do we got? That one seems strong. Since all we are going to be able to do is attack the Portal Fiend. Yikes. No, I don't want to do that. Gotta stay alive, gotta stay alive, gotta stay alive. Only have 2 in there. I guess gaining some health back wouldn't hurt. I was just hoping we can survive. I need like 1, maybe 2 more turns. Okay, that's fine. Okay. What does that one do again? Nope, stop. 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 Ugh. Gross. Ow, 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 ow. Alright. So what the heck just happened? Alright, that's fine. Destroy... Players may play an extra card and draw an extra card. Okay, that's wonderful. Unfortunately... Well, okay, that distortion is gone. So... Wraith analyzes the situation. She... And tries to figure out how best to maximize their advantage, the hero's advantage. There are currently 6. I can play a 7th. Getting me 14 damage off the inventory barrage. I might be able to win it on... but still, I need to find 6 damage more. What can she do? I think I can do it. All right, let's give this a try. We're gonna go for it. Damage. Leveled at the Warlord. This is going to be interesting, folks. Can I punch through for 5 damage? I think I can. Punch through for a tiny bit more and we get through this. That's 2. I really don't particularly want to do that. Maybe we do. No. We're just gonna play it safe. Skyscraper chooses to play it safe. Oh yeah. Oh, excuse me. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And that says discard any number of cards, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Discard any cards that don't look useful at this particular moment. You know what? We're just going to bin the whole hand and draw some cards. There we go. Yes. His eye glowing again. The Naturalist pins as much pins his gaze on Grand Warlord Voss and puts him directly into submission. Wait, you just killed him by staring at him? The Naturalist shifts his gaze to Setback, who shudders and quiets down for a moment. Alright. That was, I'm quite liking this team, I'll be honest. And also, I've very rarely been able to effectively utilize the inventory barrage. Like, usually someone else handles it, so that was kind of nice. Alright. As the final blow to the Warlord is dealt, the Realm Discord begins to fade before their very eyes. The logo of the flagship belonging to their fallen adversary glows yellow and begins to morph. Replacing the words TCF Stalwart is the words Heart of Gold. Setback attempts to remark about the familiarity of these words, but finds that not only can he not speak, but air doesn't seem to be filling his lungs anymore. Oddly though, he does not seem to require oxygen. That was lucky, he thinks to himself, as he and his companions are caught up by a tractor beam and drawn up into the air, or what they think is the air. They're not really sure which way is up on this strange world. Despite their expectation to arrive inside the ship, as they cross the threshold of what appears to be a docking bay, their feet touch the ground in dirt vaguely the color of human flesh. Where are we? Skyscraper wonders aloud as she looks around. Nowhere good, that's for sure, replies the Naturalist, squinting through his mask. The Wraith silently locates the nearest shadows and retreats into them, to begin to get a bearing on their surroundings. Setback, having nothing else to do, steps gingerly forward and promptly falls on his face. He sits up and spits dirt everywhere. What the hell was that? As he does so, an enormous root rises from the strange earth, bringing with it all manner of strange creatures, the likes of which none of the heroes has ever seen. Alright, so for Game 2, we are looking at, of course, the same hero team, so let's find them. Price of Freedom Wraith. Skyscraper, Naturalist, and Mr. Setback himself. The environment that I just described is, of course, Final Wasteland. And the villain, oddly enough, came up Akash'Bhuta. For those of you who missed the very beginning of the stream, this was all the games tonight were determined by the randomize feature in Sentinel Sidekick. Thank you, Handelabra, for putting that together. I cannot play this game on the tabletop without it. At the suggestion of one of my students, so this is kind of cool. So let's see, Akash'Bhuta versus Price of Freedom Wraith, Skyscraper, Naturalist, and Setback at the Final Wasteland. Let's see what's going to happen. The natural order is one of chaos. Flee and fail, you temporary beings. Fitting that she's around at the end of the world. Alright, Price of Freedom Wraith. Starting out with micro-targeting computer, smoke bombs, suit yourself, and trust fund. Skyscraper starting out with aggression modulator, colossal left hook, tectonic chokeslam, and Thoranian monolith. Lots of things to make her huge. I like that. The Naturalist starting out with bestial shift, cornered beast, primal charge, and resilient hide. Setback, a brace of looking up, surprising fortune, and uncharmed life. Good, the Naturalist thought. I can end you perversions of nature. Your nature goes too far. Nice. Darren is on fire tonight, folks. Alright. Akash'Bhuta starts with a living rock slide. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Setback says as he tries to walk, but the rocks beneath him, or lumps of flesh beneath him, oops, that's not tab, give way beneath his feet. How does... Trust Fund is like the least flavorful card outside of Megalopolis or Rook City. I'm just going to, on general principle, not play that card. But I will play out the micro-targeting computer. And level a couple of bits of damage. Both Akash'Bhuta and the Living Rock Slide. There's that inventory barrage again. Not helpful at this moment! Alright, reduce damage to her by 2. Redirect damage that would be dealt to A here. Alright. Thoranian Monolith is fine. Tectonic Chokeslam is, again, fine. Yeah, okay. Let's chain it off. Skyscraper grows huge. Levels a colossal left hook at the Living Rock Slide. And then delivers... Oh, right. Discard a card. Oh, I'm going to need that, though. Alright. Let's just get rid of this. And we'll play out that. Following it up immediately with a Tectonic Chokeslam. That takes everybody off guard. That catches everybody off guard and by surprise. Non-hero than hero. I mean, that might be useful later. I actually just feel like getting the party started. Here, let's just go ahead and bring in that crocodile form again. Not knowing where he is, the Naturalist once again adopts what he believes to be the most survivable form in the deadly crocodile. Looking up is cool. I like that. And Surprising Fortune, bring it back down. I like that. Perfect. Still riding his wave of success from their last mission. Setback believes that things are still looking up for him. Khan's Bunker. At the end of the environment, every hero regains 1. Start of the environment. I can't read that. Either destroy this card or play the top card of the environment deck. Well, that seems fine. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Good move, Mojo Gamer. Oh, hey. Ha. 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 So many things. All the things. Alright, who can't deal damage? I missed that. Wraith cannot deal damage. Alright, that's fine. I mean, she can just do other things. Like smoke bombing. Seems good. I mean, she can't deal damage, so there's no sense in doing that. It's gotta be an environment target. Alright. She'll use that aggression modulator again. And go ahead and level that concussive clap into play. Nobody's gonna take any damage from that. Seems good. Alright, the Naturalist. Glaring around at himself. Cornered Beast seems very good. Bestial Shift. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll start here. However, getting rid of this Brambles seems good and strong. Setback plays out Surprising Fortune. Alright. Yeah, I mean, Sidekick just makes things so much easier. let's see what we can control. Setback runs around in front of the horrid skunk ape, trying to goad it into doing damage to other things before hurting his friends. Hey, you! Ugly thing! Follow me! Follow me! Oops! Oh, gosh. Again? Of course, Setback can't. Well, actually, Setback not being able to do damage is not the worst situation to be in. Wraith's going to play out a stun bolt from her equipment kit. Not allowing ensnaring brambles to... Oh. Wait. Did I just miss a beat here? Alright, whatever. Alright. Skyscraper equips a neutralizing resonator to Akash'Bhuta, who can't quite reach it in the middle of her back. Oh, excuse me. Alright. Bestial Shift. Yes, I like that quite a lot. So we will start by dealing damage to the ensnaring brambles, and then destroy that. Oh, right. I love how aggro the Naturalist can be. Like, I feel like if ever there was a truly Jeremy character, it would be the Naturalist, because of how much damage he can chain in. Maybe not truly Jeremy, but like fairly Jeremy character. When I was playing Magic the Gathering a bunch, they had a bunch of like archetypes or whatever, Johnny, Timmy, Spike, Forthos, and Melvin. And I feel like Sentinels of the Multiverse is starting to develop its own set of archetypes. The Jeremy character, or at least the digital game. It's the Jeremy character, the John character. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put Uncharmed Life into play. But we are going to use the power on looking up to take a whack at those phalanges. Setback chuckles to himself as the Wraith rolls her eyes in frustration once again. Look out for that! Oh wait, someone said this. Hold on. I've heard about these. Stay clear of those Yetis. The Wraith instructs her teammates. See if this was game 4, there might be a thing. Yeah, it's I might actually have to like make notes on that and deliver that to Christopher and Adam. I think that's kind of cool. Destroy 4 equipment cards. All right. Well, that's 1. 2, I guess. Oh, I guess 3. All right, fine. 4. Yeah, that's about right. No, thank you. Some of the cards, I always forget, like, I get so worked, or, you know, so focused on the, oh my gosh. So many cards. No. Shut up and take a bunch of damage. Alright, let's see if we can... Setback continues his running around, trying to goad things into dealing damage where they're not supposed to. But inadvertently it deals a bunch of damage to his allies. That's enough of this. Enough of this. This is the Wraith equipping up her infrared eyepiece once again. So that's not the best. But having how many ongoing cards do we have right now? Because like, okay, 2 and 3 there. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Entomb on top. That's all conversation going on in Wraith's head. Sorry about that. I didn't do the... Well, I'm not really doing a voice for her anyway. Just because of the sheer amount of things that... Finally realizing that her ally doesn't have the equipment she needs in play, Skyscraper once again hands off the microassembler. Alright. This is everything taking 2, so let's just rock and roll. What do we got? Yes. Perfect. Alright, so something's going to take damage. It's going to be 4. Akash'Bhuta looks like a really cool villain to fight. Sadly, I don't own Inferno. Oh. Yeah, Rook City Infernal Relics is probably the... Like, I love Rook City because of A, the complexity, and B, just how dark and, like... I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious that street-level heroes are kind of my favorite. And Infernal Relics, I love the flavor and stuff like that. That double pack is so cool. Every target other than itself, 1 melee damage. Yes, exactly, Logic 8. And she happens to be the granddaughter of my all-time favorite Arkham Horror character, Joey Diamond, Private Eye. There's, very few things I like more than a noir private investigator. One of the things that comes out of the Adjacent Hex podcast, you'll find that my co-host and I are both huge film noir dorks. We both love that genre of filmmaking, and anytime that I got to study that when I was at college, it was like my favorite part of the course. Just watch like the Maltese Falcon. Maltese Falcon was easily my favorite, but there were a lot of good ones. You know, I gotta be honest. I have a newfound respect for Bard characters, Jay-Z. Yeah. My boss at the store that I work at is playing a Bard right now, and gotta be honest, he's doing a pretty bang-up job with it. It's pretty rad character. Don't let Mike ever hear that, though, because it'll go right to his head. Everything does. Yeah, I like putting as many things as possible to 1, because the Skunk Ape can 86 those pretty easily. Second lowest, sure, seems fine. Oh, because it can't deal damage, right? Yes, Setback is the Bard in this situation. I mean, it sure is a Setback story, in many ways. So What is removing them from the game? Okay, wait, hold on. What am I missing here? This is sure an interesting battle. Let's start by doing these. Ah, yes, Unforgiving Wasteland. Of course it is. I forgot that that was out. I'll be honest. We played a game a few months ago, ostensibly against a Torask, and unfortunately the guy who was DMing at the time, he made the mistake of telling us ahead of time what we were fighting against, and the problem that we ran into was I was playing with my buddy Nate, twin half-orc barbarians, but they had enough of a level in Bard that perform, aka sports commentary, as you so succinctly put it, became a thing that they would stop in the middle of a fight. Like, they would cease rage long enough to give commentary and then turn the rage back on, which made for some very odd stuff happening. There's the Razor Ordnance that we were looking for. Five damage, that's actually a fair amount. Let's do that. Okay, Mega Computer's good. Alright, really need JoJo's Bizarre. I'm not familiar with that. No. Oh, Mongolian Def. Oh wait, right. Everything's going to take 2 here. Bye-bye. Okay. So we are not feeling the strongest. What's going on right now? Gosh, I gotta get rid of this. Oh, dealt damage by an... Okay. So I can... that's not actually that big a problem. As long as we're mitigating the environment. That explains a lot, actually. Unforgiving Wasteland. Irritating, but not the worst situation to be in. Let's be perfectly honest here. Okay, I'm not... destroy... Oh. Well, that works. Alright, let's just get rid of Unforgiving Wasteland because it is annoying. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the micro-assembler. Oops. Was that important? Because I just tripped over it. Not as important as you might think. He's at 5. I would put him to 8. Which would... we'll go ahead and remove. We'll go ahead and look up. Deal some damage. Charisma-based pro wrestler? Like, I mean, oh, really? Another? Okay. I don't think you did a whole lot of good there, Setback. Sorry! 4 ongoings. Well, okay. 1. Yep. 2. 3. 4. Guess I should have used the targeting computer there. Alrighty. Let's do Mega Computer. See if we can't mitigate some of that crud buckety stuff that was going down. Put you to 5, or 3 rather, sorry. Nothing super tempting here. Alright. Well, we're getting there, folks. I love games against Akash'Bhuta because they take a while and they're fun and exciting and things happen. So, that's the thing. Gonna do that. That seems quite strong. May have to go to the Rhino pretty soon here, but since there's only one target in play. Yeah. Looking up is the thing that I could do. I don't want friendly fire in play. Don't particularly want to do that. Alright, looking up it is. We're going to go ahead and take a risk. Alright, well, that happened anyway. Lovely. Oh, gosh. All the Reckless Rush. A ninja secretary. We had a sumo wrestler at one point who could commit suicide and deal a bunch of damage. That was kind of impressive. May draw 2 cards. If they do, play the... No. No. Thank you. Fine with that. Well, she doesn't suit herself. Well, okay, I guess she actually is in suit herself mode. And we will go ahead and... fire for effect. Plink, 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 plink. Hey, there's the utility belt. Faith rewarded. No. Stop offering to do things that I don't care about. I care right now about dealing damage. And dealing as much damage as possible. Without hurting my friends. Alrighty. No, stop dealing damage. Or, stop dealing damage. Yeah, those are words I'd ever say, ever. The Rhinoceros might not be the worst here. He's still above 10. I'm going to go ahead and do the Resilient Hide. We use that because eventually we can maximize that damage output. Yeah. Oh, nice. Good draw. Good draw. Nope. Do we take another risk here, or do we just... At the start of your turn, the problem is I really need an outlet to get rid of them, and that's... Otherwise he's going to take 3 damage. Ugh. Good gosh, guys. No. I'm going to double draw and see if we can get out of this. Most memorable encounter from the JoJo RPG was a fight against an enemy who could turn you into an increasingly more... What? That's so cool. That's kind of how the character Hiroshima reacted. That was the one who could just commit suicide and deal a bunch of damage. What he did is he wore a red onesie that didn't fit him properly that we filled with shrapnel. Ugh. Owie. Alright, no, I don't particularly want to draw 2 cards, but a utility belt would be wonderful to grab here, because that'll allow me to use this as well as... Alright, what do we got? I would rather see this come out, I think. No, actually, we'll run in Tomb, and we'll just see if we can get out of it. The Wraith takes a look at what's coming and decides it's reasonable to leave alone. No, stop giving me bad ideas. Skyscraper really not being wholly useful here. Yep, nothing's gonna happen to the heroes. So we do it! Alright. I think it's time for the Naturalist to not do silly things. Shift your strength. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do this here. We can always get that back if we need to. Draw cards. How about gain some health? Seems strong. Take a break from dealing all the damage with Akash'Bhuta at 50%. Alright, please tell me destroy 1 ongoing or environment card. That would be good. 1 target and himself as much psychic damage as there are. Well, that would kill him. Add or remove 4 tokens from you. Yes, that seems fine. Just do that. Of course, now Wraith is rolling her eyes again because she just rigged that deck and had that ready to go. As she appears to be. Gosh, sorry, Maya. I mean, the Wraith. That's a very appropriate quote at the bottom here. I wonder if this might be that issue. We are going to remove tokens so that then we can look up. Crush that thing. I don't care. Ah, gosh. The rat beast. So rude. This is really starting to hurt. Just saying. Okay. Kill that. Oh yeah, Primeval Eruption is gonna cause problems here. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, does it really matter? I guess it doesn't really matter. Ow, ow, ow. Impromptu Invention might not be the worst. Just because play extra cards seems really strong. I could possibly inventory barrage for a bunch later. Oh, grappling hook. That's nice. Mega computer. Yep. In play. Alright. Shall we grapple down this? Just because it's irritating me. Alright. Let's try this again. Setback, don't mess this up this time. I already apologized. Once is not enough, thinks the Wraith to herself, as she lets more ordnance fly at the ensnaring brambles, restricting her teammates. Gotta know who actually got hit by it. Setback can't deal damage, okay. That seems good. See, I wish I knew more about Skyscraper. Like, once the letters page on her comes out, I think I'll be able to do her character a little bit more justice. But I don't have a whole lot of anything to go by in terms of her character. All right, Naturalist, what do you got for us, buddy? Threatening Stomp seems like it could be a thing. Yes, I like, the only broken English that I can do effectively is like my orc characters. Mostly that she's really bad at turns of phrase. Okay, that's better. Yeah, the broken English that I do for like Dungeons and Dragons, my orcs, is you know, me am orc, me no dumb, me stick finger up me bum kind of thing, and they're just ridiculously silly and kind of irksome in that way. All right, let's Threatening Stomp. Right foot, let's stomp. We cha-cha slide right now. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry about all the, irritating sick noises that I'm making. I mean, he's gonna basically kick it here no matter what I do. So I think it may be just time to cause an effect. Yeah, that's why I'm not having her speak a whole lot, Jay-Z. Starfire. Oh, gosh. Okay. I may have to go back and watch. I have all of Teen Titans. I may have to go back and watch that. Because I am really enjoying playing with... Oh, shoot. That was foolish. Playing with Skyscraper. And I'm going to be using her a fair amount in the future. I have a couple of other games written, outlined with her. So yeah, I may have to go study how Hidden Walsh does Starfire. Alright, so like I said, Setback is going to croak here. I think. Oh. Yeah, happily do that. Crush that. A couple of last-ditch stuff from Setback here. Can I do it? Sure. That seems fine. I guess I'll just throw it at Akash'Bhuta. Yeah. I mean, shapeshifters are just cool, you know? Yep, there he goes. He croaked. Setback continues running around like a crazy person and becomes completely distracted by what's going on around him. Good, says the Wraith. Now maybe I can concentrate. Alright, so Throat Jab seems decent. What's dealing damage from Akash'Bhuta? So, Throat Jab seems strong. I mean, I know... Yeah, things are going to happen here. We will go ahead and do... Does it matter? I'm going to actually just go ahead and try and deal damage. Yes, that's correct, but it's with 2 Entombs out, dealing 4 damage each, that just seems like as good a time as any to use Throat Jab. Alright, we're going to go ahead and throw another canister out. Yeah. Oh, right. Can't deal damage. Oops. No, we're not. That was foolish. Stick with... true. But, you know. We'll see what we can do to get rid of him. It's gotta be something, right? Yeah, see this... Actually, that's probably not the worst, because I can just Nimble Gazelle here and Crafty Assault next turn. Try and get rid of those, the 2 entombs. Draw some cards. Yeah, gain health. Seems perfect. As long as we don't have to discard that. Alright, what is Setback going to bring to the table here? One hero may use a power. Oh, excellent. Wraith, go for it. Swing with that Razor Ordnance. Setback runs by, distracting the Arboreal Phalanges for a moment, allowing Wraith to take aim. Ah. Oh, right. Mega Computer. That doesn't matter. Oh, the New Jersey Devil. Huh, of course. Alright. Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Alright. Yep, they're gone. So much for that. Ow, ow, ow. Alright. So now we need to come up with a different way of doing this. I guess we're just going to play that and hope to survive long enough to dump inventory barrage. That's only 14. It's not quite going to get there. Wait a minute. That was foolish. Hold on. A better idea. Is it throwing knives that... Yes. Let's start here. Let's go to here. And then we'll go to... Actually, we'll go to here. Unfortunately, we're not going to make it here, but get as close as we can. Yes, I have tried Hunted Naturalist in tabletop. I was considering actually running him today, but because of the way that I was like, oh, well, I kind of want to stick with the way that the dice rolled. But yeah, I completely agree with you. Like, Hunted Naturalist is so sick. Alright, let's see what we can do. If I can potentially survive here. I don't think I can, but, well, maybe I can. Naturalist power to bring back Gazelle and have Setback play Crafty Assault. Yes, that's true. That's true. Yep. So, I guess what I want to do here... Yes, I did... Well, I randomed the team on Wednesday and then started writing. Well, randomed the team on Wednesday and then didn't start writing because reasons. And then yeah, so I randomed the team and then started randomizing villains. I did shuffle the villains around a little bit for plot reasons, but yeah. That's not the worst. Yeah, actually, I'm going to go ahead and Indomitable Force here. Then we're going to go through the trash, grab the Gazelle, put that back into play, and then use Setback. Thank you, Technomagus. One player may play a card. That is going to be the Naturalist. He is going to play Crafty Assault. And this is going to be awesome, because he's going to 86 the Devil. Alright, just going to 86, well, he's going to deal damage to a bunch of stuff. 86 the Devil, because reasons, sorry. And then we are going to destroy these entombs because they are irritating. Thank you, gentlemen. Setback and Naturalist. And Technomagus, of course, for coming up with that line, because I would not have seen it. Oh, gosh. Really? Unforgiving Wasteland back again? Setback slips and falls in his haste to put out the fire that has somehow appeared on his shoulders. Ouch. Okay. Let's do this. No, we're not going to draw extra cards. It's not time for the inventory barrage yet, but it might get to that point. So, I'm going to go ahead and play out another eyepiece, if I can. Yep, seem to be able to. That'll get a 16, or something like that. We will deal as much damage as we possibly can to Akash'Bhuta. Or actually, hold on. It's 3 plus 5 is 8. It's still 3. It's still missing 3 damage. Oh, hold on. I have a better idea. Alright. Try this again. Whoa, hey. Go ahead and do this to start with. Then we'll go ahead and do this to follow up. And that to follow up. Yes, Skyscraper can Proportionist. That is a thing that could happen. But I think we can actually just finish this off on Setback's turn. If not before. Because... No. Stop. We can also Tectonic Chokeslam. Yeah. And then, yes, I know everything's going to take a bunch of damage. And then... Alright, Naturalist has this game, set, and match. I think. I hope. We'll see. I guess we'll go ahead and try this again. Predator's Eye probably could have taken care of it, but that's alright. Technomagus, for plot reasons, I am trying to end this on Setback's turn. For quasi-plot reasons, I guess. that. Alright, Setback. Let Wraith play Inventory Barrage. Once again, having had enough of this, Wraith dumps her inventory and sets it all to explode on impact, dealing enough to Akash'Bhuta to render her helpless. So that's 2 victories on the basically on the back of the inventory barrage. And we read the game to a victory condition. The primordial limbs of Akash'Bhuta turn to mist as the heroes pound them relentlessly. The Naturalist calls to his allies. What on earth is a being so in tune with nature that some call her the avatar of Mother Earth, doing in such a desolate post-apocalypse? Wraith tosses another shuriken at one of the strange inhabitants of the world and grumbles, "Who cares? I just want to know how we're supposed to get home. So far, I've spent this entire evening rooting through garbage with Clumsy over here." "Hey," says Setback, hopping up and down and pulling a snarling rat thing off his boot. Punched out a bunch of apparently fake soldiers, grappled a huge tree, earth nasty thing, and hey! The rat thing flies off of Setback's boot and catches Wraith in the face. "Sorry!" yells Setback, rushing over. The two things that enabled us to move from place to place both said Heart of Gold on them. The Naturalist looks skeptical. "What are you talking about?" "I don't know, it was kind of like a manufacturer or something." Setback continues. "I noticed it on the bear trap as I was trying to get my foot out of it, and the logo of that mothership thingy turned into it just as we were pulled through. I imagine all we need to do is find something here that says the same thing." Wraith becomes increasingly agitated. "You want to comb an presumably entire world that's made of desert in search of some random object that could literally be just anything, only to find some stupid transport that can't even guarantee us home? That sounds like the pure definition of insanity." Setback shrugs. "I've gotten lucky in the past." The heroes turn sharply as one of the strange rat things begins to cough violently. The Naturalist rushes to it just in time for it to cough up a golden heart shape as the landscape dissolves around them. They open their eyes to a similar-looking desert, but instead of flesh-colored sand, the sand appears normal. The sun beats down more fiercely than any of the heroes have ever experienced, and they instinctively shield their eyes, with the exception of Setback, who's still rubbing sand out of them. As they do so, the sound of a revolver shot fills their ears, and they scatter toward the nearest building. So as I'm sure you can guess, the final location for tonight's stream is, of course, Silver Gulch 1883. Hero team, once again, exactly the same as it was. Price of Freedom Wraith. Hello. Skyscraper. The Naturalist. And Setback. Poor bumbling old Setback. And the villain, this time, as it came up on random, was actually supposed to be misinformation. And you'll find out why I went with... Well, you might find out why I went with La Capitan instead as we move forward. So here we go. Game 3. This is, incidentally, probably my favorite of Jean-Marc's music. Alright, Wraith, Price of Freedom Wraith, starting out with Razor Ordnance, more shurikens, more blasty things, Stun Bolt, Throwing Knives, and Trust Fund. Skyscraper, Catching a Ride, Colossal Left Hook, Linking, and a Brace of Linking Incursion. The Naturalist, Bestial Shift, a Brace of Feral Fury, and Hyperactive Senses. Setback, Cash Out, Exceeded Expectations, Karmic Retribution, and Reckless Rush. Let's start this. Is someone playing with fireworks? Oh yeah. Down the road somewhere, someone's playing with fireworks. I apologize for that, folks. Yep. La Paradoja. Alright, we've got some crew coming into play. Dealing some damage. Oy, excuse me so much. Guys, I'm so, again... well, yes, misinformation, of course, terrible, terrible to fight. Well put, Technomagus. Alright, starting out with something spiky. And we'll go ahead and wing it at the nearest true shot. Aha! That would have been useful. Alright. Reveal cards from the top of your deck until 2 links have been revealed to put them into the hand or into play. Based on the fact that there are a lot of things going on here, I am going to go ahead and just start the pound. Go take this team to Pound Town. To Brown Town, as Kenji Egashira puts it, from time to time. La Paradoja is irritating. And Mabel... Oh. She's really annoying. Especially to Wraith. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and skip that for now. And just continue to pound things. With thunderous clapping noises. Yeah. Alright. That seems quite good. Yeah, we know. And we're gonna rig her deck. And the environment deck. Alright, so back on the top in any order, Maria Helena's Revenge. That's really irritating. Motley Crew. So if okay, I guess I just all right, fine. Maria Helena's Revenge. When this card enters play, discard the top 2 cards of the environment deck at the end of the environment turn. If there are no cards in the environment trash, character's lost in time, game over. At the start of the environment turn, put the top card of the environment trash on the bottom of the deck. Oh dear. Yeah, that one's annoying. Hey, Lou Dolphin, how's it going? Alright, well. I guess let's crock up again. Actually, oh dear. Okay, interesting. Sorry, I just had an interesting plot idea. It's actually going really well. We are 2-0 right now, and the heroes have been taking the positive route tonight, which is different. They seem to be having some success, although La Capitan has started things out rather irritatingly. Let's put it that way. The old 2-0 or something. We're going to go ahead and level it at the boat. That's an ugly boat. I'm going to smash that. Take a risk. Yep. Alright, so there's the lost and the past. There are now 2 cards in the bin. Let's see if we can mitigate that. Yep. Captain's orders. And all together now. Not this time. Setback's hefty enough that, yeah, anyway. Good. Gosh, guys. Oh my goodness. He's big. Just one of them, right? Yeah, Uncharmed Life is a good target for that. I really need to get rid of the Amazing Mabel. She is going to be a problem. Alright. The micro target seems strong. Yeah, we know True Shot is there. But let's try an 86 Mabel here. Thinks the Wraith to herself. Ever analytically. Aha, there's the infrared eyepiece that's served us so well so far. Proportionist is an option. Yeah, I mean, I could do Proportionist this turn, eat a bunch of damage, and then go catch a ride. So let's do that. Yep, that's just gonna happen. Is it just me, or was that clap a lot louder than it's been in the past? Alright, Feral Fury. Very good. Yeah. What is this? This thing's power is some damage. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and Feral Fury. Yeah, we know. How many? Alrighty. So I kind of have to deal True Shot just like 9 damage in one shot if I can, which is not really ideal. I've only got one charge on wrong time and place. Ah, okay. That's actually not the worst. Yep, we know. Yo. Jerk off. Madame Jerk off. I shouldn't probably say that, should I? Sorry, guys. Jerk face. Jerk face! That's what I'll call her. Madam Jerk face. So many dudes. Oh, yeah, I was going to use that for a thing, so I guess we'll just do that. Rude. You're all rude. Oh my gosh. They are so rude. Rude people. Having not the second shot. That is it's so many crew. Yeah, I know True Shot's at max. Alright. I mean, we could 86 Siege Breaker here. Yeah, that's probably just the strongest move. The less crew, the better. Alright. Should we catch a ride? Or should we neutralizing Resonator? Yeah, neutralizing Resonator seems very strong here. And we'll just eat another point of damage off the Sonic Blast thing. Owie, owie, owie. I really do think that clap is getting louder. You might want to look at that. And we'll go with Feral Fury again. Yeah, I know True Shot's going to go max. Actually, I could just level all this damage at La Cap, which is not like preventing anything or anything like that. So, yeah, seems fun. Just 9 damage casually at her face. And Corner Beast, excellent. Oh, that's a good pick. That is a very good draw, actually. Currently only 1. That seems like a good way to be at some point. So I think we are going to go ahead and Fumbling Fool, just get a few more tokens in the bin, or in the thing there. And we'll add 4 tokens. Things in the thing. Because, you know, because I can't speak English. Alright, power. Yes, add a token. That'll get me to the second charge on wrong time and place, which might become useful. Alright. Yep. I gotta mitigate this at some point. Although the water trough might help toward that end. The Adelaide piece is gonna stab you. I stab you! Because I am rude! Ow. Setback abruptly catches fire once again, and starts running around once again like an idiot. Recalling that this worked the previous time, Wraith sighs and continues readying ordnance. Yep. Well, I'm gonna try it. I'm just trying to level some of these down to a point where Skyscraper can launch them into Oblivion. I mean Oblivion, sorry. Man. That's actually not really hurting anything at all, so we're just going to go ahead and do this number. Aha! That's the card we were looking for. And we will go ahead and 86 that. And we will go ahead and colossally left hook. Yes, I know, True Shot's sitting there. A bunch of damage. Or a bunch of health. I mean, level it La Cap again? Nothing's increasing anything. And she's going to deal how much damage with her power? 2. So I guess doing that seems good. And we'll skip that. Or, oh wait, what did I just skip? I should read cards. No, okay, yeah, no, I was right. Because we're going to do this again. Yeah. We're going to eat a bunch of damage. Sorry, I love this song. It's so good. Cornered Beast seems very good. Yeah, I know True Shot's gonna gain some stuff. And we'll go ahead and level firepower here. Yep, Nimble Gazelle, good thing to have in hand, good thing to have in hand. I think I'm just going to go ahead and let Wraith use a power. Wraith takes advantage once... Oh, wait a minute. No, we can just play that on our turn. That's fine. The time portal won't tick off this turn. Stout barrel. It's a barrel. There's a guy hiding. I think there's a guy hiding in that barrel. This says Setback, running around, still trying to pat the fire out on his shoulders and arms. All right, what do we got? What are you gonna do? Okay. Oh, that's irritating. Oh, actually, that's not so bad. Yeah. Huh. So many things. Turn the page. Please turn the page. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's grapple down that Lost in the Past so we don't have to worry about that anymore. That one. Alright, so now we can focus on dealing with some things. You? What's Chip doing? Yeah, you're dealing damage. You're a jerk. I hate you. I hate you very much. Lewd Dolphin, I love that you called that, by the way, the Setback Bible Thump. It very much is. That's rad. Alright. Let's catch a ride. And we draw a card because we went tiny. Yes. Wraith will deal projectile damage, which will be increased because awesome. I could just 86 Chip here. Yes, but like, I'm just thinking about Setback, you know, knocking on somebody's door and being like, "Have you heard the Good Book of Legacy?" or something silly like that. Like just trying to make extra money somehow. Alright. Yes. 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 So that does that. I don't have any targets on that. Setback the Bible Thumper. I mean, I don't have any targets, but yeah, just do that. Whatever. Aha! Predator's Eye. Actually. Increased damage, dealt 2/1 target by 1. You may drop to 2 cards. Deals a bunch of damage. 3. Oh. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll just whack this guy. See ya. See ya, Chip. What would Legacy do? That's a good question. What would Legacy do? Alright, so let's start. So, what is it? Everything taking 2? Yeah. Alright. So just. Thanks, Ronok. We're pretty proud of it ourselves. Walk the plank. Yeah, well, that's about right. And Naturalist is... Oh, dear. It's down to Skyscraper, folks. This got ugly. But I'm actually really happy about that. I'll tell you why in a minute. Yeah, right? How cool is that? I don't have any links up, though. Yeah, I know. I've actually been coming up with some ideas, Dolphin. Check you know where. You know where to check. That is words that I was trying to come up with. All right. Most of them center around guys who I'm here we are 8 episodes into Tales from the Archive, and I still have yet to figure out how I want to use guys the first time. I guess? Gosh. Okay, so we have 2 of the Hayes brothers in play. Wait, did he finally just whack? He did. He finally whacked the jerk who was shooting us. Okay. Yep. And there's the game. Alright. Well, that's a bummer. The old 2-in-1, folks. No matter how hard the heroes tried, they couldn't seem to get a handle on the Capitan. She and her crew were always just 2 steps ahead. It's like they're not even really here, Setback shouts to nobody in particular, pulling a cactus needle out of his rear end. Skyscraper brushes some unexploded trinitrotoluene from her hair as she ducks another swing from one of Le Capitan's henchmen. The Wraith hurries to bandage a rather nasty laceration on her leg. We can't keep doing this forever, I'm running out of tech. Without warning, a strange grizzled voice fills the area. Find the heart of the problem, and I'll get you out. Setback looks around quickly for anything labeled with the heart of gold he had seen before. His eyes settle on a bottle of scotch at a nearby saloon. He sprints toward it and seizes it a little bit too hard, sending the liquid inside all over the ailing heroes. What the begins the Wraith, as once again, the heroes are sent spiraling through time and space. So, it is after 9, so we are not going to get to the backup story, which I'm actually pretty okay with, because there's going to be a sequel to this story. This is my first Tales from the Archive that is going to be split into 2 parts. The second part will not be next week, I don't think, but it will be coming. I'm actually really, really excited that this ended in failure, because the positive ending is less of a cliffhanger than the negative ending. But I do have ideas for a sequel, so I'm really quite excited about that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Tales from the Archive on Handelabra Games. I know I had a lot of fun. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, comment, and now you can subscribe to our channel, because we have a subscribe button, and share our channel on social media and in person. You can follow Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, as well as Handelabra Games here on Twitch. If you want to see more content from me, including the Adjacent Hex podcast and the occasional sketch comedy video, facebook.com/Another Letdown is the place to be for that. Also, okay, I'll get that in a second. If you have story submissions for me to tackle or just want to say hi, hit me up on Twitter. My name is @DENONCZD. I also do live streams of other video games, primarily Gears of War and Earthfall, and we're looking to add new content very, very soon. My team's Twitch channel is twitch.tv/Another Letdown. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always in good old-fashioned cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more information at sentinelsdigital.com. As always, thank you very, very much for tuning in. I had a great time with you guys tonight. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you next week.